Why have you come? I am Bryant. I brought the eternal truth to Monarch, and soon I'll bring it to the rest of the colony. The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people. Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them. It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead, one of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas. If you'll just listen, Captain. Apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring? This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line. We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony. I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine. They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Excellent. We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. I'd rather not resort to violence. This is a place of understanding and acceptance. Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know? How refreshing to have a scholar among us. Okonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will. To quote, as a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe. Apologies. The occasion to speak to other scholarly men does not come here often. Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe. Likewise. Now, I'm sorry. What was it you were asking? The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth, every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him, not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things. You know, you aren't the first to make that joke. Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight. I suppose that's one way to look at it. Another is that misfortune often brings opportunity. I found my path through the tragedies of my past. Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles. This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Ours will not. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely? Citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. They obsess over tossball and fashion, and the board uses these obsessions to control them. Welcome back, Captain. Before all this, I was a writer for MSI's product catalog. It was my purpose to spread awareness of Saltuna in its various forms. The certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machine stifled creativity and personal growth. Stability is a safety net. Their structure is a crutch that limits your full potential. That came much later after Sanjar had taken over. As he drifted closer to the corporate regime, I drifted further from it. On that we agree. I'd known a little about philosophism on the fringes of society, and as I learned more, I found that I was already on the path without even knowing. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later. The board must have gotten a hold of him at last. That is most unfortunate. Yes? Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, of course. A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the public's mind towards seeing the truth. The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press, one of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful. You needn't concern yourself with trifling logistics. They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I. Exactly. I'm glad you see the truth of the matter, Captain. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. So be it. In the meantime, I will be here shouting truth into the aether. A Manta Queen. A total failure, then. So much for the ruins. Ah, the good Captain. My iconoclasts sing your praises. I'm glad the eternal truth has finally guided you to us. Well, well. The whispers of your misdeeds precede you, but I'm confident the eternal truth wouldn't have brought you here to end us. A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the iconoclasts. I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company. Shed the trappings of a materialistic life, Captain. You'll find your soul much less burdened. Yes. If we were meant to enjoy the things that glitter and shine, the universe would provide them. The harshness of life tests our mettle. It is proof that we are worthy. Me neither. One of our runners likes to sing, and it drives me insane. I had wondered why it's been so quiet lately. Now, why have you come? Zora, please, we'll discuss this later. I'd wager the opposite. The corporations are doomed. Only we have the truth at our backs, and we are better for it. I apologize. My second-in-command can be overzealous at times. Indeed. Every day we struggle against the odds, and it is only through the strength of our beliefs that we persist. Yes, Monarch demands so much violence. It's such a shame that so many people aren't willing to listen until their lives are on the line. I knew it. You see, Zora? We needn't worry. All who come here come to learn. Marauders lack the capacity for truth. They don't count. You can't expect a beast to understand the cosmos. Understand that, should you try, I will accept the burden of your death. Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley? Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth. And, through that, the cosmic truth that binds us all. The eternal truth. The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module? At last! Now we must secure the Stellar Bay landing pad. We will fortify the city against the board's assault. Time is of the essence, Captain. Be swift with your decision. This is it. Let us save this planet once and for all. Meet our forces in the ruins south of the city. Come prepared. Sanjar is sure to go down swinging. No. Our hearts have long since closed to one another. He is blinded by his love for bureaucracy. I thought this would be easier. And save it we shall. With every step we take forward, the board's time dwindles. But I mustn't let that distract me from our victory. We can now take our truth to the stars, Captain, and I have you to thank for that. For the moment, we will recuperate. Collect ourselves and our resources. Know if ever you find yourself in need of a favor, You may call upon your friends in Stellar Bay. The time has come to fight for the truth, and we'll continue that discussion later. Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? The eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all. And the eternal is that divinity. Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence. Divinity cannot be quantified, Captain. It is or it isn't. We are or we aren't. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. You are uncannily observant. You have the right way of it. Your wisdom would suit the iconoclasts well, young man. Greetings, friends. Whatever your business, let's make this quick. We have so much to do. Your motivations are your own. What matters more is the path you walk, the actions you take. The freedom it teaches is the same freedom that I desire. To an unenlightened mind, I suppose it might. All right, I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all. Spreading the truth and saving the colony is paramount. I will not stop pursuing this. So be it, Captain. The iconoclasts will no longer use Devil's Peak. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak from the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. A great many things, in fact. Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running. Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. We will make do, as we always have. Spreading the word of our movement is of paramount importance. Indeed, but first we need the parts I ordered. Will you aid us in our cause? So be it. If you find helping us to be on your path, we will be here. However, perhaps we can do that more effectively with the printing press. Once we get that up and running, I'll consider calling an end to our broadcasts. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure. Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day. All people are part of the philosophist family. I've come to accept that, along with the additional weight of their deaths. That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris. I have always dreamed of subverting the colony's periodicals and turning the board's own propaganda against them. If I could get my message directly in the hands of Byzantium citizens, I'm sure they'd recognize the truth. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our truth without even realizing it. When I founded the iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this planet's past. Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? Was that some gruesome plot to clear a path for my dreams? My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was an incidental tragedy. I'd have walked this path with or without it. I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while I slept in Stellar Bay. And regardless, we're discussing a past long since left behind. Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't curse my people. When the entire colony has embraced our truth, perhaps then the perpetrator will come into the light. Until then, it does us no good to dwell on past mistakes. Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies. Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message assaults their populace through their favorite entertainment mediums. Surely their retaliation will come soon. Yes. My, how we've grown. From one disgruntled employee and his like-minded compatriots to the very movement you see before you. Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason. What? No, the board has 2 assault cruisers. If only one is making patrols, they must have pulled the other into reserve to prepare for war. If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be so obsessed with dismantling their regime that I'd turn to desperate measures. I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, and that we will persevere where they do not. But back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture, I can understand a lesser man than myself making a terrible, ghastly mistake. Indeed, someday judgment will pass on us all, Captain. The universe aligns itself even as we speak. For now, our sights must remain on spreading our message. Let us speak no more of this. Would you prefer I spend my days wallowing in misery and desperately seeking forgiveness for sins long past? I have people to lead, a home to keep. If MSI had abandoned this place and taken to Terra 2, any hope for our salvation would have been lost. Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon board, we are free to grow as the universe intended. Had we fled with MSI, our spirits would have withered. You've seen that withering yourself. The colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented the slim possibility of saving the souls of Terra 2. Here we are, poised to do just that. Free will is a double-edged sword, Captain. The universe judges us all. Whether your choices are helpful or harmful to the cosmos is not up to you. Those executives were found to be poisonous to the spirit of humanity. They were doomed, whether by the hands of man or beast. Their time was coming to an end. And here I am, a paragon of the eternal truth, leading a society of like-minded people. The universe has found me worthy, despite whatever sins you believe I've committed. If that's the case, they are free to say so, and I will take their opinions into consideration after we've accomplished our goals. Let us speak no more of this, Captain. We have a message to spread and a colony to save. Exactly. Though his methods were abhorrent, the man behind that grisly day was at least trying to do some good for once. But let this not distract us from our goal. Halcyon dies even as we discuss its salvation. Might I ask why? Ah, Hiram, old friend. I must admit, I feel guilty for crippling his enterprise. He too works against the corporations. So be it. If we can bring the printing press to its full functionality, then I'll have no use for that rust bucket of a radio tower. I see. Well, I suppose it's only fair that if you help us, we help you. My. I may preach freedom in all things, but given the sulfur in the air, you might consider covering up. A bored stooge walks among us. Irony, I hope. Ah, Nyoka. My people miss your hunts. Nyoka! I can smell you're having fun. Welcome. All are welcome here, but mind you don't overstay. A fine morning, isn't it? Getting a mite humid here. I may have to meditate without the outfit. Ah, the cool evening air refreshes my spirit and brings only the faintest hint of sulfur. Ah, hello. You're still alive. Greetings, friend. I have faith in my people, Captain. The universe does too. Else it would not have delivered us this opportunity. Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. The cosmos will someday come to understand itself. We can only assist with our own truth-seeking and hope that by our myriad tiny contributions, we can help usher that day forth. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying? Sanjar Nandi. He leads MSI out of Stellar Bay. Such a shame, the way his sensibilities have been corrupted over time. But then your will is stronger than most. Your moment is yet to come. How exciting! Go ahead. I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them. If it were only that easy, my delightfully eager friend. You've taken but one step on our long and arduous, but ultimately fulfilling, path toward the eternal truth. No. There's a difference. Come back for a meditation session later. The peace will clear your mind. Indeed, the corporate life is nothing but wanton excess and waste. The truth has shown us how careful we must be. Zora, do not encourage the very habits that the eternal truth has finally steered us away from. That is the way of it, yes. The universe wouldn't have produced the magnificence that is mankind if it were in constant competition with itself. We are all part of the same cosmic body. Must one hand cut off the other? Aha, Zora often touts a similar ideology. I say we could instead diligently work to heal the affected flesh. Regardless, welcome to our home. Indeed, welcome to our home. That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf. Now, there's no need for such hostilities. Humanity will never get anywhere if we don't look to each other for aid. I suppose the tower hasn't yet proven its worth. Perhaps it is the written word's time to shine. Ah, that is our way, after all. Help each other, and walk the path toward the eternal truth as one. They can't be everywhere at once. Surely there are radios that still catch our message here and there. Right you are, my boy. Soon every man, woman, and child will experience their own spiritual awakening under my guidance. Even I find myself occasionally distracted by their positively shameful quality of editing and unacceptable disregard for grammatical structure. My literary prowess will hook them, and the eternal truth will reel them in. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like one of Sanjar's fishermen. I may have worked in the presses once, but the bitterness of being slave to their abhorrent rules has long since vanished. All right, almost vanished. Can you believe they don't put a comma after the final item in a series? Bastards. Yes, my apologies. Will you help take the printing press? That is the point. Their utter lack of regard for basic literary decency is an allegory for their treatment of the working class. All right, I can see I've lost you along the way. I'll be clearer. Will you help us take the printing press? P-in. It's a... Never mind. It's been quite some time since I was in Stellar Bay. I'd forgotten how badly it stinks of fish. We used that on our marketing materials, you know. The unique musk coming from our scaly little friends. Soon, there will be no marketing materials, no advertisements, no shrines to the wanton gluttony the board so adamantly espouses. We'll spread the truth to the townships first. The board cannot survive without their working class. If your enemy defends itself with slaves, you need only unshackle their bonds to win the war. Then, Byzantium, I suppose. Find Rockwell, convert him, or kill him. I'm not sure there's a difference. He's chosen his path. If it ends in his beheading, he has only himself to blame. Besides, to the rest of the colony, a dead chairman is likely better than a traitorous one. At any rate, I must thank you, Captain. Without you, none of this would have been possible. You know, Captain, your honesty is refreshing. People often nod and smile as I'm talking, thinking I don't realize that they don't understand. You accept your flaws with confidence. You take your shortcomings in stride. Your sense of humor is equally refreshing. Well put, my friend, well put. We aren't in any business, Captain, that's the whole point. Some of my people will fish. Others remain in Amber Heights, as that is their home. Still others continue to hunt in the wilderness. We'll make do in our own way. I surely will, Captain. Thank you for all you've done for the cause. To you as well, my friend. I'll take that as a compliment. And I appreciate you saying it. Can you imagine me on a giant screen? Perhaps. I suppose I hadn't thought about it. Perhaps I'll just destroy it. That'd be a sight. All the board's bits on a pyre, their opulence lighting the city one last time before it burns down. And you, Captain, are you prepared? All the more reason to double down on our efforts. You see, citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. Your enthusiasm is truly refreshing, young man. A wonderful example to the rest of us, don't you think? Exactly. I haven't showered in weeks. Such enthusiasm, yes. I agree wholeheartedly. Our own little fixer-upper. Not now. In the wake of Zora's death, I have so much to meditate on. Not now, certainly. No, it isn't that. It's just... Well, this city is a monument, towering in defiance of the wilderness. It should have crumbled long ago, yet here we are, safe within its walls. It's wonderful to be back in the Bay. That is not an accident. It's no miracle. It's the result of hard work, of men and women committed to a cause. Despite everything, Stellar Bay still stands. Amber Heights may have been our home for a time, but my people deserved better for their own hard work and commitment. The Eternal has provided this city as a reward. If you believe me to be running things, I'm afraid you haven't been paying any attention at all. The Iconoclasts are free to believe in and do what they will. It's worked well thus far. Moving into Stellar Bay hasn't changed that. If I know the board, it isn't missing. They're hiding it, protecting it, preparing it for war. Us? You have yet to experience your awakening. You haven't embraced philosophism. You haven't sacrificed with us or helped spread the cause. You still have much to learn. Meet our forces in the ruins south of the city. Come prepared. MSI is sure to go down swinging. Sanjar's death is surprisingly heavy on my conscience. After all this time, when we set down this path, I knew there would be those who staunchly blocked the way and that they'd need to be cut down. I just didn't expect to care so much for their lives. Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship. We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats. What? Zora, the troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer? I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free. No, I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start. I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me. If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them. Stand down. I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain. Yes, we are acting on Stellar Bay. What's this about? I can and shall. All I've done for my people. And look at where that path has led me. How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I escaped the corruption of the endless cycle of corporate greed. Yes, I ran from that. But now I'm ready to face it once more. Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty. Ah, how I'd missed the pleasing aroma of Saltuna. Welcome, Captain. Hello, my friend. I hope life finds you well.
Hiram! Hiram, are you there? The Eternal calls upon your services. Hiram! Hiram, are you there? Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, old friend. A foreign ship comes to us. Our salvation has crashed in the very wilds we call our home. It is of vital importance we secure it. If we can seize and repair that ship's weapons, we can defend ourselves from the board's oncoming assault. Find it. Bring me its targeting module. Help us save this colony from the brink of collapse. Ah, the rogue mercenary. Our resources may dwindle, but yes, if they will buy your assistance, so be it. A foreign ship comes to us. Our salvation has crashed in the very wilds of Monarch. We must seize and repair its weapon systems. Please, Nay, the cosmos itself implores you to aid us in this most vital of causes. We must secure that ship for the good of the colony. Hello, is this thing working? Where's Hiram? Captain, the universe has provided you one last chance to redeem the sins of your past. A ship comes to us. Help us seize our salvation. Why, the dastardly captain. Could the universe have brought you to atone for your past sins? The good captain! Once more, I must humbly request your assistance. The good captain! Of course, as always, your efforts will be both appreciated and well rewarded. I hope you've not done something awful to Hiram. But in his absence, you will have to do. That is most unfortunate. I can only pray you had nothing to do with it, my friend. But in the meantime, I must humbly request your assistance once more.
Get in there, troops! For Monarch! For Halcyon! That's it! You've been warned! That's it! You've been warned! You're not getting away with that! You're not getting away with that! What's going on here? What's going on here? You can't just help yourself to whatever you want. You can't just help yourself to whatever you want. Stop right there! Stop right there! Hey! Stop! Hey! Stop! No! No! What's going on here? All right. I'll look the other way this time. Oh, my mistake. Oh, my mistake. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Sorry for the misunderstanding. I'm not negotiating with lawbreakers. I'm not negotiating with lawbreakers. I'm not negotiating with lawbreakers. It burns! It burns! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Shit! 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 My eyes! I can't see! My legs! Shit! 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 Fuck! 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 My arm!